that Miles is playing with a purpose this season like never before.
Yes.
Miles has that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Absolutely.
If he continues to play on this course, will the Eagles let him go or will they bring him back? Because we know the Eagles don't believe in paying running backs big money.
Two shout outs. One to the fans who sat through all of that stuff yesterday. Props to you. That was nasty. That was nastiness at the Eagles game.
Yeah, man. They were there too, man. Front and center. I mean, they, rocking the crowd. They were feeling your energy. Big ups to you, man. Big ups to you.
Total props. And to the Eagles, Nick Sirianni, a couple of the players as well, wearing the Roxborough High School shirts after what went down at Roxborough High School last week. That tragedy. The Eagles really, I think it's a beautiful sentiment and beautiful touch, and the Eagles do a really good job of having an awareness of what's going on in their community. So, again, kudos to that. All right, Gunnar, I've been waiting for the stat, man, that you teased us with before the break. So I need you to pay that bad boy off.
No. I cannot give you that stat until we go around the NFL.
It's not till then. Okay,
yes,
all right, I got you.
But now that you're talking about the offense, before we start breaking down the offense, I have a question. I'm going to sit back and listen to both of you because I respect both of your opinions, and I'm going to sit closer to my laptop so I can hear what you're saying.
All right.
Miles Sanders had 27 carries.
Yep.
134 yards. Now, we've all agreed that Miles Sanders is not built to be a 25, 27 carry back every game because he's susceptible to getting nicked up. But he did what he had to do in that game yesterday. He had to be the workhorse yesterday. Based on what we've seen from Miles in 4 weeks, and we stand here in unison and we agree that Miles is playing with a purpose this season like never before.
Yes.
Miles has that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Absolutely.
If he continues to play on this course, will the Eagles let him go or will they bring him back? Because we know the Eagles don't believe in paying running backs big money.
Mm-hmm. You know what? That's tough, man. That's really tough because, what do backs make right now? What's the average salary? What, 4 or 5 million?
I don't know.
You know what it is, Barrett? It's like there's a few like Dak and Derrick Henry and McCaffrey who make a ton, and then you have a big fall off. Like there's not a lot of middle class as far as the running backs go.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? And I think they would like to pay Miles middle class.
Well, you know what? Like guys like Zeke and really those big time top 10 backs that get drafted. That's probably the most they're going to make in their career is their first initial contract.
They're never
it goes down after that.
100%. McCaffrey's not getting Dak, even Henry. They're not getting anywhere near that for next
Saquon too. So I mean, I think Zeke was the last. Zeke and McCaffrey were the last. Oh, and Henry also were the last of the guys making, double-digit millions.
Well, let's see here. I'm going to go to
like Jonathan Taylor. They're going to have to give him a ton of money for a second deal.
No question about it. Oh my goodness.
And he's been healthy too. You know what I mean? He's been healthy.
Yeah.
For the most
he hurt his ankle yesterday, but you're right. He's been a workhorse. You jinxed him.
Yeah, man. That's
but he's been a workhorse, for sure. But yeah, I think that Derek poses a great question because I think that, I don't think they want to pay him buku money. Like if he's asking for big bucks, he's probably going to be playing elsewhere next year.
And then, you're right. Ramos 209, Kamara. I mean, they haven't got really any use out of him this season.
No, he's been hurt or other stuff.
No, he's hurt.
So that's kind of what teams are going through. That,
all right, I got a few contracts. You want me to throw them your way? Anybody else? Yeah. I have them. Zeke's making 12.4. It looks like Kamara 11.5, Cook 8.9, Mixon 8.7. I didn't think Mixon was making that much. 8.7. Hold on. That's not everybody. Hold on. McCaffrey.
All right, I got a bunch here. Whoa.
McCaffrey. Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you give him out, Derek? I got a bunch.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, McCaffrey's total value of his current contract is $64,063,412.
Getting 16 a year.
Yep. Alvin Kamara's $75 million contract. Ezekiel Elliott, $90 million contract, $15 million average.
Yep.
Dalvin Cook, $63 million.
It's 12.
Derrick Henry, by those standards, is underpaid. His
cheap.
current contract is $50 million.
He's only 12.5.
Yes. Aaron Jones and Joe Mixon both at $48 million.
Yep. They're 12 a
and
year.
then Nick Chubb's underpaid. His current contract's only $36 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Nick Chubb, the next closest is Leonard Fournette, whose contract is $21 million. Now these backs are all, except for McCaffrey, who's 26. These other backs, and Mixon's 26. The other backs are 27 and 28 years old. So this will probably be their last big contracts as professional football players.
Yeah.
So you think they reach the 90 million like a guy like Zeke Elliott makes?
For who?
For anybody, any of the new backs coming up here?
Oh,
I don't think so.
I think Jonathan Taylor will be close.
All right, let me put it to you this way. Let me just piggyback off of that. So if you're looking at regretful contracts, which teams probably had to do at the time, but if you ask them now, the Panthers don't want to be paying McCaffrey that money. Cowboys don't want to be paying Elliott that money. Saints don't want to be paying Kamara that money. I don't know. The Vikings think they're getting value at 12.6 for Dalvin Cook. I mean, he's really good. Henry, yeah, you could certainly he's worth it. Chubb's a stud. Aaron Jones is making 12. Mixon's making 12. Saquon's having the comeback player of the year kind of year, and he's making almost 8. That's probably worth it. My point is, most of those upper echelons, the teams would say now, no thanks.
That is tough, man. It's really tough.
If Saquon's knee holds up, I'm gonna tell you something. Saquon's running like the guy who made Rookie of the Year right now.
Yeah, he is right now the comeback player of the year.
He's carrying that team right now.
Yes, he is, and he's a significant reason why they're 3-1 right now. Saquon will get paid. Now he's only 25. His current contract is $31,194,750. He's average of 7.7, almost 7.8 million a year. That's the average. Okay. Mm-hmm. He's a free agent. He's an unrestricted free agent after the 2023 season. He's going to get paid. Okay. Now I'm looking at these other running backs and I'm trying to think, is there another back? There's only a couple of backs that are going to get the kind of money I just mentioned. Yeah. Let's see.
You think Sanders will be one of them? Because
Miles Sanders?
Yeah, they're gonna have to pay. They're gonna have to pay Hurts here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's the problem. That changes everything.
Changes everything.
Everything.
You think about going against the salary cap. Once you put Hurts on that contract, you got to be very strategic on how you use these next 2 first-round picks.
Yes.
Because you have to pay. You have to pay Hurts at this point. Just from what you see now, the potential that he holds. You got to do something, because I mean it's hard for a defensive coordinator to game plan against a guy like him right now, because he could do it in so many different ways.
If you pay Hurts, what are you going to do? T.J. Edwards, James Bradbury, Kazir White. There's a whole bunch of guys that we're patting on the back right now. All of them not going to be here next year.
Exactly. That's the tough part right there.
Howie is great with the cap, though. If there's anybody you feel good about manipulating this thing,
absolutely,
but they're not going to do. They're not going to do what the Rams do, though.
No, Barrett. No, they won't do that. The Rams have. I don't know. It's worked. They won a Super Bowl, but I don't know if that's the Eagles want to be able to continue to turn this thing over. I don't know. Yeah. I think the Rams are like, all right, if we take a hit in a little bit, we take a hit. But it's a great question. It really is.
That's why I brought it up. I wanted to hear your ansers.
No, I don't think. I really think they just as soon let him walk than pay him that upper echelon kind of money.
I agree.
So look, Dominique Dabney said they might let Kazir White walk. You know what? That's so tough, man. That's so tough. And CJ, CJ.
CJ's on the last year's contract.
You got N'Kobe sitting there too.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
Plug him in at some point.
These some really, really tough salary cap.
These are good problems, but they're issues.
It's a problem every team goes through, but I don't think the Eagles will ever be a team like New England or the Rams where they sell the farm and just bring in just veteran players, for that one moment in time. Howie came close to that in 2017. When he brought in all the free agents, we're like, wow, Alshon, wow, LeGarrette Blount, wow, Chris Long here, wow.
He's kind of loyal in the aspect, if you show him, if you come in on a 1-year prove it deal and you prove it, he's paid guys.
Yes, he has.
Paid Jenkins.
But you can't keep everybody.
I know, man.
I will tell you the guy who is absolutely setting up for one of their early extensions. It's T.J. Edwards.
Yes.
T.J. Edwards will be done before the season's over.
Yeah.
That deal will be done.
I want to agree with you, but history has shown they don't pay linebackers.
They don't,
Derek,
but I think they can get him at a cheap enough number where they can justify it in a
Not if he keeps playing like this. If I'm his agent, I'm not taking a bargain basement price from the Eagles. Loyalty is one thing. My financial stability.
I think they learned, but I think they've learned from letting Hicks go. They might have learned from letting Hicks go.
Maybe.
Hicks was. I really believe Hicks could have been a really, really good player.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Well, we still haven't gotten any word on the injuries yet. As soon as we get those, we'll pass them along. The Mailata one, he was trying to get back in there with like his arm in a harness.
Well, what I was told about an hour ago is when I asked about Slay, Mailata, and Sayamalo, the response I got was they should be fine.
Okay.
Now that's the response I got. But then again, there's still the MRIs that come. The thing about the Mailata injury, and I'm still trying to figure that out, he hurt his shoulder. He dove on his stomach. It's not like he landed on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Now, he extended his arm.
He rolled.
Right.
Yeah.
But the impact was here when he went this way first, and then he rolled. So he took the initial impact this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight down. And I've never seen a player. I'm on, in all honesty, I've never seen an offensive
like
lineman
this.
get a
If you
shoulder.
put your arm straight up like this and then go back, go straight back. Put your arm straight up and then go straight back.
Yeah.
You'll feel the pain. You feel like pain?
No question.
See, that's what happened.
Okay.
That's what happened. When he rolled, he hit the initial ground, boom. But when he rolled, man, that's 380 pounds rolling up on one shoulder, bro.
Yeah.
When they've extended.
And you're also kind of doing something you're not accustomed to doing.
Yeah.
And reacting. And,
we saw him on the sideline. He was punching the bag. I thought he was going back in, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he begged them to go, and to the Eagles' credit, they didn't let him.
That's because they had a guy there playing. Yeah. They had a guy there playing that was playing.
They ran the ball 50 times. 50 times.
Oh, you said that about an Eagles team? They did what?
50 rushing attempts.
And they had how many yards passing? 204 yards passing and 200 yards.
How about 50 attempts
rushing?
to 25 attempts? 50 rush. That's like something out of the 70s, man.
Dude,
that sounds like 1995.
Yeah.
Eagles football, where
crazy,
we had Charlie Garner
but here's the other thing. Like, as much as Jalen Hurts' numbers are not going to wow you, he made enough plays. He's a playmaker. I see this all the time about him. It's not always a work of art, but he does enough, on the RPOs or making a play at the goal line or a pass to get your first
quarterback decisions. He's been great at it, man. And like I said, he's not going to blow you. Well, even though he has great numbers right now as far as passing and running, he is not going to blow you away in statistic category because he just wants to win. He's not looking to go out there. And if he can win with only throwing the ball 10 times a game, Jalen Hurts will be perfectly happy with that.
Yeah.
He just wants to win. And that's what's setting him apart from a lot of guys that are, going into their last year or a contract year.
Absolutely.
He's not trying to blow it up. He's just trying to win. He wants his team to be successful. And that's how you get big contracts.
Right.
Your ability to go out there and win games.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I was waiting for the chat to bring this up because we broke this down seriously and jokingly on a JAKIB Media postgame show yesterday. The A.J. Brown incident where he gave what we perceived to be a lackluster effort on the pick six by Cisco. And, man, we broke it down. Seth wanted to be serious, and Mike and I would say, hey, man, A.J. made a business decision. Okay? But I love 19 hours ago, A.J. came out. Did you see what A.J. tweeted?
Yeah, it was the SpongeBob SquarePants thing.
Yeah, he said, lack of effort, no, never. Bad decision, yes, LOL. My thought process was to strip the ball and to get it back because defensive guys don't know how to carry the ball, but I got blocked. I'll just tackle him next time. LOL, forgive me. He came out. He addressed it.
Maybe I'm being really soft here, but I didn't think it was that bad. Could he have given more effort? Probably. It wasn't totally egregious in my opinion.
That's that shoulda, coulda, woulda type of thing. And if he would have gave Matt.
And the guy did make a nice cut, which I think fooled him. If you watch it, he kind of jukes him a little bit, and I'm like, I think it kind of threw him a little. Maybe I'm giving benefit of the doubt.
Well, here's what I said. AJ made a business decision. It was cold. He was wet. He said, hey, man, I ain't splashing in this water unless I have to. You know, he said, I'll let somebody else handle this one. And unfortunately, they took it back to the house for a pick six.
Bro, there's one guy was like, oh, well, if he made the tackle, then Jordan Mailata would have played the entire game, so he wouldn't have been hurt.
You can't do that.
That's that shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Come on, man.
But the other part is with AJ, you know, still had 5 catches, 95 yards, almost 20 yards per catch. Like, that's big boy stuff in that slop to be able to catch it and still do what he did in that game.
Bro, how many yards is he averaging a game, and how many do you think he'll have for the season, man?
Yeah,
it's gonna be upwards of what?
He's on
1,500 yards?
Yeah, he's on pace for that for a good amount.
That is crazy, man. We're talking about receiver. Remember when we were talking about, you know, earlier on, like if Jalen Hurts can get the ball to his receivers, they could be great. Remember that all that talk?
Oh yeah. How about Quez gets no catches, none. He had one target the whole game.
But this wasn't a game that was meant for him to be great.
But I'm saying, you know, Devontae. I think we've seen the 4 games. Devontae is going to have to come to the realization that, I'm going to have to play second fiddle to A.J. Brown because he's $100 million man. I'm going to have a game like I had, you know, where I get 100 yards here and there, but it's not going to be consistent, you know. And I think he's young in his career. You know, we know what Devontae is and can be, but there's no doubt about it who Jalen's favorite target is as of right now.
There isn't. Yeah.
Who's open?
But again, I thought Goddard was really effective, you know, in the screen game. They did a nice job. He dropped a touchdown on top of it.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, I just think they need to get Goddard more involved. I mean, he had 5 catches, 72 yards. I think he consistently, and I understand each game presents a different problem, but when you have a tight end of that caliber, you know, you think about it. Kansas City teams try to blanket Travis Kelce all the time. That dude still get 8, 10 catches, 120, 30 yards. George Kittle, Darren Waller, Mark Andrews of Baltimore. They're gonna find a way to get them the ball. Period. I don't care who's on the outside.
No, you're right.
I just wish the team would have more consistent input from Goddard because he is one of the top 5 tight ends in the game today. No question about it.
No, I agree. Look, they've been over 400 all 4 weeks. Like you're talking about, and I know people don't like the fact that they're not scoring a ton in the second half, whatever. But 400 total yards, 4 straight weeks is not an easy thing to do. They did that yesterday in really awful conditions.
Yeah, they did.
So
50 rushing attempts. That's all you need to know. 50.
I look at it from this perspective. Hypothetically, let's say next week that Arizona says, all right, we're taking the runaway, man. We're going to stack the box. But, you know, I have no idea how Arizona's going to game plan. I'm just, you know, throwing it out there. So if they do that, you know the Eagles can kill them in the air. You know that's when you're going to see Devontae emerge again. You know AJ's going to do his thing. Goddard's going to do his thing. Or they're going to take those guys away. Okay, well, Miles Sanders, let's just pound them. Let's let the interior offensive line that dominated yesterday own guys again. There's so many ways that they can hurt you. I don't remember this kind of diversity in years past.
No.
17 could hurt you in a lot of different ways, but they didn't have, I don't think, these kind of receivers, honestly.
No, he definitely didn't have these type of receivers, and he definitely didn't have the strength that this kid has when he does decide to run the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Once he makes that decision, it's like he's tackling the Nick Chubb. That's how strong Jalen Hurts is.
Yep.
We're talking about a 600-pound squat. That's ridiculous,
for
man.
A quarterback.
His core is insane.
Right. So, you know, he's looking better and better, man. Better. And everybody says, you know, well, look, you know, he always goes into the season, he gets better. Well, is this better good enough? I think he's kind of proven that his better is good enough, you know, this year. And it's only going to get better, too. I'm anxious to see, you know, I'm giving him benefit of the doubt, you know, that he's going to be, and I've been giving him benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I think Jalen Hurts could be a special player, you know, special in the aspect that he's not going to blow you away with all these numbers, but he will blow you away in that will call.
I did hold my breath at one moment when he dove for that touchdown and he fumbled it. I thought, man, that was a headshot. You know, I was concerned there for a second, man, because he took a shot at the goal line.
Yeah,
but he went head first, and that's the only reason why they didn't call.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm saying because he went head first. My concern was did the one who hit him, did he get a direct shot on his neck and head area? Luckily, he popped right up. But
wasn't that supposed to be a flag though? You know, head. You know.
Yeah, but they didn't call it, and that's going to happen.
Yeah,
that's going to happen. You know. Luckily, it wasn't a headshot. When you look at the replay, he caught him on the shoulder. But when he crossed the goal line and the ball dropped initially, I'm thinking, man, that was a devastating shot he took on that play. But thank goodness he got up. I don't like seeing the quarterbacks take shots like that. But when you have the guys like Lamar Jackson's, Kyler Murray's, Jalen Hurts, even a Josh Allen, you know what? Once you cross that line, it's open season.
Bro, well, see, this will be the first time that I think this will be the Eagles' first true test on the defensive side of the ball.
You know what, Barrett? I think Arizona's defense. You talking about Arizona?
Arizona's offense.
Oh, Arizona's offense. I think dude, that's like trying to catch a swat a net. Right. It's like you trying to swat a net out of there. I do not want to see that Kyler Murray that ran 84 yards laterally and scored a 2-point conversion. I do not want to see that guy.
Me neither, bro.
That wears the defense out, man.
Yes. Running after him.
Whoa, you want to exhaust the defense? Chase that guy around the field all day.
And this could be one of those instances where, he has the ability to beat you with his feet, man. This will be their first true set. Do they keep the same, do they keep their rush discipline? How are they going to rush him?
You put a spy on him.
Who would be your spy?
Either safety or, you might have to play 5 DBs and maybe it's a corner who's a spy.
Yeah.
It depends
I would put a linebacker on him.
What?
I wouldn't put a linebacker on him.
It's got to be a safety or fifth corner, fifth DB corner.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know the status of Maddox yet.
Right. That's another thing. Right.
And so who's the guy you're going to put a spy on him, man? Because teams try to spy him. You can't stop him. You're going to try to keep him in a box. You can't keep him in a box. He'll step up. He'll do like Jalen Hurts. He'll step up and kill you.
I'm looking at this then. I mean, this will be why they brought in C.J. Garner-Johnson.
Yes.
Maybe he could run with him. Maybe he could, because he plays very aggressive too.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, that just give him all right, then this is your guy. You make it happen.
I see Rob kind of dipped out on us. I hope he's not having internet problems again.
Right. I think he may
be.
It's the weather, man. It might be the weather, man. You know what I'm saying? The weather's bad. Because even now it's raining here. So I'm glad my internet is cool. But
really, so see, I'm getting maybe a light sprinkle, but nothing. Like we had. I had to drive home 2 hours in that mess yesterday, man. But luckily, when I got on the road, the thing is, I'm standing outside the Ocean Casino. Not outside. I'm on the casino floor, looking out the big windows, and because the ocean is right there outside their windows. Man, the power of those waves hitting the shore, dude. I'm thinking, man, I don't know. You were talking about going fishing over the weekend.
None whatsoever.
You ain't messing with that kind of weather, man.
And then this is weather. I guess it's coming back into the shore. It's the way it's looking, man. It might be coming back at the shore. So, man, I got to check on my boat, man.
Don't say that, man, because I've seen enough boats that were on landlocked.
Just playing around, just joking, man. I was like, well, maybe I need to go down to Florida, go, see if I can buy one of those yachts for pennies on a dollar. I should have said that though, man. That's crazy. I should have said that. Now my boat might get messed up because of it. So, but it's man, this is real, man. This there's a lot of people, man, down there. They had alligators in some people's homes, bro.
Yeah,
so, I'm still praying for the people down there, man.
Hey, man, I text a couple of people I know. Luckily, they were in areas where they didn't get hit hard. I saw a video of sharks swimming down the street, dude.
Yeah. Well, that was actually a cobia. But
cobia.
Fish,
okay.
It looks like a shark. It looks like the fins look like a shark. Yeah.
Supposed to be good eating too.
Oh, they real good eating. But we're gonna go ahead and go to a break, bro.
All right, we're gonna break it off in just a moment. He's Barrett Brooks. I'm Derek Gunn. Hopefully, Rob Ellis will rejoining us. You are watching the Monday, day after Eagles' 4th win of the season edition of Sports Take, right here on the JAKIB Sports Media YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. A lot more football to talk about. Obviously, talk about the Phillies as well. We've got the birthdays, as we always do. Movies released on this date. You don't want to be anywhere else. If you're on a lunch break, if you're in your car, if you're sitting at home because you're working a night shift, this is the place to be right here with Barrett Brooks, D. Gunn, Rob Ellis. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. We're coming back on the other side of this break.